Hi, it's Geraldine here to do the tea leaf reading for the new moon and solar eclipse in Taurus, April 30th and beyond. So how's everyone doing? Maybe agitated, maybe stomach upsets and headaches and sort of emotional type swings and whatever. Solar eclipses occur whenever the new moon passes between the sun and earth during its orbit. Now this is a partial solar eclipse, okay? Now, do expect to want to start afresh. Eclipses generally bring big shifts and changes, and you can try and hold on to the old, which a lot of Taurians like to do, they like things very grounded and stable. But the eclipse will move things forward, okay? So really, if it doesn't belong in your life, it will be eclipsed out of it within the next 6 months or so. So you can use the Taurian energy though, just to commit to any changes that you want to make and just to see them through to the end. Okay, the eclipse definitely will help things move faster than a Taurian would. Okay, that's a good thing. Now, in the tea leaves, the first cup there, it was a pretty balanced cup, but there was lots of movement, and I was showing a knight. Now, a knight can be a knight in shining armour. It can also be like a protector, okay? So not just your knight in shining armour coming in, but somebody who is providing protection around you. There was also someone watching the back of people who were packing up and leaving. They were leaving some sort of a situation, moving to calmer waters, and really it could relate to anyone leaving any sort of a precarious type of a situation. There was sort of sadness around this move. So, I mean, it could be obviously sadness of the ones who are left behind, and sad for people to leave maybe their homes and whatever as well. There was a secondary situation as well where it was showing the same thing again, just somebody again moving to calmer waters, and like sort of it even looked like maybe fleeing in boats, so like piling into boats to get away. So it's a sort of a strange scene there. I was showing the letter J, and the J could be the first initial of the first or last name. It could also be the initial of a place, okay? Now, I was also showing then Isolde written, and here is Isolde actually in this card, if you can see her a bit there. Isolde is a Celtic goddess, okay? Her themes are love, fertility, sexuality, and I'm guessing that she's making an appearance because it's May Day tomorrow, and it's also known as Beltane or Bealtaine. It just depends on where you come from. The celebrations around this beginning of May time include sort of lighting bonfires, maybe decorating the home with mayflowers, feasting. So that sounds like a good time for anybody, even if you don't really celebrate that. Okay, so anyway, I was getting a new home sign as well. I mean, this is usually the popular time to sell as people hope to be moving once the school is out for the summer. So this market is still busy in spite of rising interest rates. There's definitely a lot going on. Okay, also getting this sort of flurry of baking, like somebody's running around doing lots of baking, like baking up a storm. And it seems there's this demand again for some kind of baking. I don't know, I was getting bread, but sort of people finding ways to operate businesses. So if they maybe did have to close down or something, they found another way to do that. Maybe it is like a little mobile bakery or something like that, okay? Now I got into the second cup there, and I have felt and sort of saw like very powerful sort of energies around, and it's funny because 5 and 4 was written, and I was thinking, oh, may the 4th be with you, but it actually wasn't May the 4th, it's actually may the force be with you. It was something very strong, so whether you're needing some good strong energy around you right now or something, but it definitely sensed that there's a lot of this sort of power, okay? There's a message for a Jake as well, Jake, and if Jake has been wondering sort of about doing something, the answer is very clearly yes. Number 14 could be significant for him. He could be a male who likes remote control airplanes or drones, something like that. So anyway, I'm interested to know if anybody has a Jake. I actually do know one Jake, but anyway, I'm wondering about this. So also, if there's someone out there who has been waiting for about 3 years for their desires to manifest, the obstacle is going to be removed, and it's possibly going to be removed by a person who sort of had the ball in their court. So you're waiting on them to make this decision, or to sell a business, or whatever that might be, whatever it might mean for you. But 3 years was very clearly shown to me. Okay, now I also saw a young person on like a railing on a skateboard. So I sort of was getting competition coming up. This is definitely a very skilled competitor here. If there's somebody out there with a child like this, give them that encouragement. So then I was shown sort of E.T. and this funny little space character. I don't know if maybe there's a new movie coming out about E.T.s, or maybe we're just going to hear more about E.T.s. I'm not sure, but they do look friendly. Even if there's more of them or they're around us, they're friendly. Okay. Again, in this cup as well, and this was the last cup, and I saw more moving to calmer waters and smoother sailing ahead. Like that's in each cup, and it definitely is the theme here. So is everybody just tired of drama? Maybe tired of scary living conditions or situations or something like that? But sort of moving away from just where they don't want to be anymore. And of course, whenever you do, you're moving to calmer waters. It's smoother sailing ahead. It's always that sign. It's always stressful to leave, of course. You're trying to pack everything up and get on your way, but it does lead then to a calmer way of life. Okay, so definitely peace and calm being sought here by the looks of it. So I was showing little ducks as well, sort of like swimming along there, and it's sort of just a feeling of try to enjoy life's simple pleasures, just watching the wee ducks, or going to a bird sanctuary, or sitting. I have the geese out here getting ready to nest out behind me, and I love watching them, and we've got wee ducks in the pond there as well. It's very, very calming. My son and I spend a lot of time looking out the window. So those are simple things that just make us happy, right? Now I did ask about some stocks, and this is a funny one, YCK, and I looked it up, and it's actually a China-based company specialising in steel pipes for energy transmission. Now I tried to look at it, but there isn't anything, like I don't know if it's still a thing or not, but of course it still leads us on to pipelines, right? So I would say definitely look at pipeline companies. I mean, check that one out. I just might have missed something, and maybe it is still going, but I have a feeling it's leading us to look at that sort of pipeline companies. And of course, with what we see going on around the world right now, there definitely could be an uptake again in looking at this. All right, so anyway, I won't go into it in more detail, but check that one out if you're interested in stocks. Also, I got PSI, and again, that's another energy company, and it's on the TSX here. So its shares actually, and I did look into this, its shares hit the highest figure in about 3 years yesterday. Not phenomenal numbers, definitely still affordable, but jumped where I know a lot of others did not jump. They actually tumbled. So anyway, again, something to look at. So I thought I would just pull a little goddess guidance card, and just because of the goddesses, tomorrow that people will be celebrating, and hopefully again you can maybe see this okay, and it's for Anya, and it's take a leap of faith. So no more procrastinating. Once you've made your decision, the universal energies will support you and doors will open. So with this new moon, of course, you want to set these clear intentions with the eclipse, removing the old, bringing in the new. If you've been wondering about a move or a new business or whatever, you know, you've been backwards and forwards, it's the time. There's going to be no time like the present. Okay, so little Sawyer, all being well, we'll be back next time for the full moon with a crystal for us. So in the meantime, everybody, please take care of yourselves. Be good to yourself during this eclipse time, because you might think you're losing it and you're not. So anyway, and again, I thank you all for following and liking, subscribing, commenting. I do open up comments when they are legitimate. So please do take care and catch you next time. All the best. Bye-bye.